Veveverse dropping tomorrow. Pineapple Gang is non-fungible, wonderful, and I'm back with another video. We're on the balcony. We out in nature. And I'm feeling wonderful, man, so let's get into this. Yo, y'all know I've been waiting a very, very long time for the Veveverse. When I first heard about VeVe in 2021, and then I saw that they were coming out with a metaverse that was expected to drop in 2021, you know I was excited, man. I was super bullish on VeVe and everything that they were gonna do. But to be honest, it has been taking a very long time for VeVe to do that. You know, VeVe has had a lot of technical difficulties. They had to make sure that certain things on the app was working first before they went directly into a metaverse. It was something that they promised. However, you know, it took a long time. So I'm excited to see the first version of the Veveverse coming out tomorrow. You know, I have been seeing a lot of beta testers showing off their creations in the Veveverse. They're showing off some amazing stuff. So, you know, I am super excited about it, even though it isn't the metaverse that is going to be the full one right away. It's going to be the MVP. But to show you guys how long I've been waiting for the Veveverse, I want to show y'all something real quick, man. You know, I invested a lot into VeVe, man. I really was putting everything into it. And now, you know, I kind of just got rid of everything, man. All I have is NFTs left. And this is something that I'm just hoping that the Veveverse changes my life, man. Sorry, no, I'm playing. I'm actually moving. So this is actually my very last video on the balcony, man. So I just want to show y'all that real quick. But yeah, man, when it comes to the Veveverse, there's a couple of things that I'm expecting to see. You know, first, the building, the creation, you know, what we can do with the collectibles. I see that people are, you know, using a workaround where they could use some type of linear paths and things like that in order to get the cars moving and the collectibles moving. I've been seeing some amazing animations coming out of that. You know, also there are new items and stuff like that that is more for the worlds and for the virtual worlds that you can build. So it doesn't necessarily seem like an NFT. Maybe it might be down the line, but it seems like they do have some type of tools that you can use within there in order to start building and coming up with some great creations. So I'm excited about that. You know, also the fact that you can start linking up with people. I'm not sure if that's going to be the first iteration, but I think that that is going to be a big factor for VeVe, where now, you know, along with Spaces, along with Twitter and X and all that, you can be in the Veveverse, linking up with the community. I'm not sure if they're going to have limits on how many people are able to be in a room. Like Spatial, for example, had 50 people that could be in there at one time. So, you know, I wonder about those things. You know, I did remember when they first showed the preview of the Veveverse, they were showing that, you know, you'll be able to talk with people. You'll be able to have a workflow where you guys can work, you can draw, you can text and stuff like that within the Veveverse. So yeah, these are a couple of things I'm excited about. I know that it's the MVP, and one of the visions for it was that it's going to be engine agnostic in the future, where you can use it on Unity, you can use it on Unreal Engine, and have that experience in the Veveverse too. So, you know, it is still a long way to go. We've seen a lot of projects just take L's. VeVe is still here. VeVe is still doing what they need to do. I know that VeVe hasn't made certain decisions and that a lot of people like. You know, when it comes to VeVe, I kind of fell off the project. I don't really buy any NFTs like that anymore. The last thing I probably bought was a Maserati because, you know, I want to have a car in the Veveverse in the future. I do believe that if VeVe keeps going, though, that they will be successful. But with VeVe, they need to be honest with their people. You know what I mean? When it came to VeVe, I feel like the thing that really threw me off was that they just wasn't being honest about a lot of the timelines and deadlines and stuff like that. They would have this communication, but there's no point in having communication if the communication is based on false premises. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, they're so open. Yeah, you could be open, but be open about the truth. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about VeVe that I feel like needed to change. Like, I don't really be making VeVe videos like that anymore either, as you can tell. Like, the last one I probably made was a very long time ago. But I did want to make this video because I feel like You know what I mean? We're in the balcony. So last time we're gonna be in the balcony. So I want y'all to see that it has been a very long time since VeVe has delivered on the VeVeverse. I was expecting to see it in 2022. I was expecting to see it in 2023, 2024. I ain't even expect it, but now it's finally coming. 2025, man. Tomorrow it's about to drop. So this is something that's major in the VeVe community. I hope that it goes up from here. I hope that there are things that you can do with Omi. There's games and stuff that come down the line. I remember one time that they were talking about how they're going through all the collectibles and they're gonna make sure that all of them are rigged for the VeVeverse for different things. One of the things that really excited me lately was that the Mighty Marvels did get rigged, and you see that they have animations now with some of it. That was one of the first NFTs that a lot of people were like, yo, this is gonna be gamified. Look, they got the tongue, they got the teeth, they got certain aspects that show you that they might have some more utility in the future, because there's certain things you could see inside the collectible that you can't necessarily see outside of it. So it's like, why did they make those things? They probably made it because there's going to be utility down the line. So we see that they're animating it, you know, hopefully we see a Mighty Marvels game. And now with the advancement of AI since, you know, VeVe started, I feel like you can now create your own virtual games using AI, using code, using the collectibles in a certain way. These are some of the things that I would like to see. You know, these aren't things that are necessarily going to happen. Right now, I'm kind of just watching, seeing what they're doing. But when it comes to the metaverse, this is one of the things that I feel like has kind of lost that, you know, buzzword feel over the last couple years. You know, 2021, 2022, metaverse was big. Recently, it hasn't really been that big because the technology still hasn't advanced to the point where it could be like a seamless, interoperable place. But I think with VeVe doing this now, they could kind of start pushing that metaverse narrative again. And hopefully we see collaborations with them being interoperable with other metaverses like Decentraland, Wilder World. You know, Wilder World and VeVe had a couple connections. I'm still waiting on what Wilder World is doing. But when I look at Wilder World, they have their metaverse in Unreal Engine. It's looking great. You could drive, you could race, you could play games, shoot, all type of stuff. This is the type of thing that I wanted from VeVe. But even with VeVe, if we're able to move our NFTs into other metaverses like Wilder World, have, you know, a VeVe collectible here and there, that will also be another beneficial thing, because they did talk about interoperability a lot. And we still have not seen that. We have not seen any interoperability. I know that Stacker has some type of, you know, app interoperability where you could buy NFTs on their app and stuff like that. But the true interoperability that we want to see is us being able to use it on other platforms as well. Immutable X is still going strong as well. You know, that's what the VeVe NFTs are minted on. And I still feel like Immutable X hasn't really hit its high potential. You know, when you look at even the price right now, I think it's around like $1 or $2, but Immutable X is still on the come up. So seeing that Immutable still hasn't really achieved their vision yet makes me understand that there's a lot of things that can come to VeVe once Immutable starts pushing as well. But yeah, I wanted to make this video, man. We're on the balcony, we out in nature, man. Veveverse dropping tomorrow. It's wonderful, and it's the last time we're gonna be in the balcony, man. Let's get it, yo. It's crazy. It's wonderful.